I don't want to be another one of those videos that tell you, oh, everybody is just way too concerned about themselves. They're not even thinking about you. They're all in their head about themselves. Because the truth is, people are going to have thoughts about you. Hello, welcome to this video. I hope that you leave this video feeling just 10% better. And that's a lot. 10% better is a lot. But I hope you feel more confident in yourself, more ready to show up in this world unapologetically without the care of anybody's thoughts. People think thoughts. Thoughts are a part of being human. I don't know about you, but I have intrusive thoughts sometimes. I have these horrible thoughts about random people or people that I know that I did not put in there. Why did it say that? If you know what I mean. It's like, I did not just think that, but it just came up. Then you feel so guilty for thinking that thing. But guess what? Our brains are computers, period. Period. Our brains are computers, okay? Some of the thoughts that you're having about other people, your loved ones, that are intrusive like that, that is not anything to do with who you are, your soul. That has nothing to do with your heart. Just like strangers on the street could think something of you. They might not even mean it, but they're gonna think it. And I think a big problem in this world is that we do care too much about what people think. And I do think that social media is kind of making that a little bit more accessible to work through those feelings, because we could actually like post ourselves on the internet where anybody in the world can see it. Literally anybody in the world can see it if they have YouTube or whatever platform they're posting on. And you're just kind of open to having people think thoughts. It's just one of those things. But if you're somebody that doesn't post and you just do struggle with that on a day-to-day basis, honestly, what's helped me is just really getting comfortable with the fact that the thoughts that people think about you aren't always going to be good. But I want you to ask yourself, what is the worst thing possible if you go to the grocery store and you're wearing, an outfit and you're afraid maybe somebody's going to judge you or somebody has a thought about you and they think to themselves, what are they wearing? That's so weird. What is the worst thing that's going to happen to you? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You won't even know that they have those thoughts. And that's the crazy thing about our minds, is we're so worried about what people are going to think about us. And it's a different dimension when it gets into, okay, what are people going to say about me? Because that's where social media is very receptive to that. It's open to having comments. Or you're on the other spectrum of people can say things behind your back. And I am not really going to touch in the whole social media bullying, because I think that's just a completely different process to work through, and I think therapy would be very essential if you are dealing with that and having a hard time. But if you're worried about what people are going to say about you on a day-to-day basis, again, ask yourself, what is the worst possible thing if Jim and Jenny are talking about me behind my back? Nothing. You won't know. You see, ignorance is bliss when it comes to other people's thoughts about us. But I think what we really need to trust are the close people's actions within our circle. If you have a friend that is constantly talking bad about you behind your back and you're aware of it, no wonder you're getting triggered and anxious about the world and who's thinking what, because you're paranoid. But you have every right to be. Your best friend is talking bad about you. And that's where you might want to be like, okay, I think I need to let go of this friendship. This is clearly not healthy for me. It's clearly making me think all of these negative thoughts about other people. And that just might be one of those situations where you need to get rid of that friend. But in a day-to-day life, when you are walking down your block for a walk, or your street, or you're walking through the grocery store, you're walking, I don't know, what are some things that we all do? School? I don't know. I guess if you're in school, yeah, if you're in college, I used to have these thoughts. And you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so anxious. Sometimes it's like you're just anxious and you don't even know what they're like, what are you scared of them thinking? I used to be so insecure when I was in freshman year in high school, I would literally I was an iPad kid. I literally would walk around like this in the hallways. Like I was so scared and so insecure of what like the upperclassmen would think about me. But it's like they're gonna be thinking about you when you're on your iPad. You're making it worse for yourself. They're gonna be like, why is she on her iPad throughout the hallway? Like, what was I so scared about them thinking about me? Is it about your appearance? I think a big thing is appearance. Are you scared that they're gonna judge you? Are you scared? Because what else they don't know anything about you. These strangers, they're talking that you're scared they're gonna say something about you. The only thing that they can judge you on is your appearance. Boom. They don't know anything about your heart. They don't know your soul. They don't know your family life. They just know what you put on for the day and what your face looks like and what your hair looks like. So I think that we all like to look good. Something that actually made me feel more confident when I go out into the world away from my home is I actually do try to look nice, not to impress others, not to have negative thoughts about me, but because I realize that I carry myself in a more negative or positive light. I don't really worry about what other people are going to say about me when I'm confident in myself. And I think that's another point too, is just like really maybe journal about what are you scared about them saying? Are you scared they're going to call you ugly? Are you scared they're going to call you overweight or underweight? Are you scared they're going to like is it all appearance based, or are you scared they're going to say I don't like her energy? Like, what is it that you are scared people are going to say about you? I want to also iterate that people's negative thoughts, if it's not the intrusive thoughts I already brought up, because those are real and those are scary when they're not coming from you, but people's conscious thoughts that they have about another person, and if they are negative, is their problem. It's their problem that they're thinking so negatively. Why waste your precious time on this earth so worried about what somebody else is doing with their life or how somebody else looks in their life? When I was younger, I definitely used to talk bad about people. I was never like a huge gossiper, but it definitely was there. But you know why? Because I was so insecure with myself. I didn't like myself. And if you don't like yourself, why would you talk about other people in such a good light? No, you would want to bring them down with you. You would want to see them in the same light that you see it themselves. So if these people are talking bad about you, just know it's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. It's coming from inside them. Everything that we produce into this world, whether it be creatively, verbally, comes from the inside. Okay, so if there's dark inside of you, it's going to come out. It's going to come out in bad mouthing somebody. It's going to come out in negative thoughts. But I think the more unconscious thoughts that we have are the ones that are on the back burner, the ones that we don't really, the shadow self, like the ones that we don't really want to think about that much, but that will come up. The negativity within you is going to come up in your thoughts. So just know it has nothing to do with you. And if it does, and if maybe you look a little crazy today, okay, oh well. But we've all been thought about. Every single human being has been thought and portrayed in a negative way. That's just part of being human. But you have to own it. You have to own it. I know it's hard. I know it's so hard, but you have to be like, I know I look a little crazy today. I've been up for 24 hours. I definitely look tired, and people are probably going to look at me and be like, dang, she looks tired. But just own it. If you're okay with yourself and you're confident with yourself, nobody else can take that away from you. And that's a different conversation to learn how to be confident with yourself. But I just want to make it clear to you that they're gonna have thoughts, but it's okay because everything is still okay. It's hard to digest, it's hard to fully embrace, but it's part of the human experience, and we're not gonna be here forever. This is just temporary. It's a short little time that we're on this little trip, okay? And one day we are going to die and it's not going to matter anymore. So let's just ride it out while we're here and just create our reality. We have too many things to do in this world. We have too much going on. We have too many things we want to create. We have too much that we want to live to worry about what other people are doing or saying about us, okay? I love you, and I'm so proud of you for showing up and just coming into this video and having an open heart and mind to learn something new or get a new perspective, and I hope that I did that for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.